This was the Madeleine McCann case of the 90s. It was July 1991. Ben Needham was a sweet little 21-month-old born in Lincolnshire. His mom was Carrie Needham, and his dad was Simon Ward. Now, Ben was actually staying with his family on a Greek island of Kos. His nan and granddad had a house over there, so it was really convenient for the family to get some sun and spend some time over there for free. It was the 24th of the month, and his mom, Carrie, had been working at a nearby hotel. On the day in question, Ben was staying with his grandparents for the day while his mom worked. Now, it was thought to be a fairly safe area, and his grandparents were actually doing up a farmhouse. So little Ben was wandering around the farmhouse and playing. At 2:30 p.m. that day, they realized he had vanished without a trace. Now, initially, no one was really immediately worried. They just thought maybe he'd wandered into a room. Maybe he'd got lost somewhere. Or potentially one of the other family members could have swung by and picked him up. They thought maybe his uncle, Stephen, who used to pop over occasionally, had potentially come and picked him up. However, it soon started dawning on them that this little boy had completely vanished. They rang police and the search was on. Police first questioned the parents and the grandparents, obviously, and treated them like suspects. They were very suspicious that they might have something to do with his disappearance. However, it soon became clear that they were a loving family to Ben and just had no idea of his whereabouts. People started to wonder whether he'd been snatched or whether he'd had a terrible accident. The entire community were desperately searching for any sign of the child. The police, army, and the fire brigade were all out in force. A huge team scoured the entire island. However, after 11 days, there was still absolutely nothing. Hope of finding the child alive was dwindling. The chief of police even announced, "We now believe we have searched every possible part of that area, and the boy is not there. It leaves us with a great mystery. We have no theories. We have no solutions." Over the years, there's been an agonizing number of false reported sightings. For a while, it seemed that any sighting of a little blonde boy was reported to the police. Unfortunately, though, these did turn out to be just other children. 1998, a man spotted a blonde boy who was around 10 years old, playing with a group of dark-haired children on the beach in the area. Now, he said that he stood out due to how different his coloring was from the rest of the group. The boy was DNA tested, though, and did turn out to be the biological son of the man who was there, claiming to be his biological dad. In 2003, Ben's mom, Carrie, released a book titled Ben. She wanted to spread awareness and get eyes back on the case. She and her partner had gone on to have another child in 1994 who would have been Ben's older sister, Leanna. Ben's family believed that the child may have been snatched by traffickers. However, because Ben was so young, many argue that an accident was bound to happen with him just wandering around, essentially, a building site. South Yorkshire police have tried to reinvestigate Ben's case and have even dug up an area near the house, but nothing was found apart from a toy car. Unfortunately, the car couldn't be forensically linked to Ben. His case remains unsolved, and he's been missing for 33 years.